Hello there, and welcome to Falling Star, or more aptly, the end of Falling Star. We played as the Godless Empire, now we're the Knights of the True Core. If you didn't watch that video, there's really no need to do so, as everything has changed now. Also, no, these generals aren't part of the mod. These old sports are just some of my top patrons who I add to my videos once every month. What we are in now is Death's Game. There are 12 rounds of it, and we're on round 1. We have 3 abilities here, and the abilities refresh after 3 rounds. Also, for some added spice, we're playing on elite difficulty, of course. This first one is pretty easy. We just have tanks, they have infantry divisions, we have to beat the infantry divisions. It's pretty straightforward for the most part. We just have to stop attacking when they attack into us, which can make this take a little longer than I would like it to take. We'll eventually be able to break into their capital like this, and that will end things swiftly. We're now at round 2. This one is slightly more difficult. The first one though was incredibly easy, so it still is easy, it's just not as easy as the first one was. Don't know where their divisions are. They have as many divisions as we do, I think. They don't have any ports to garrison either, so I don't know what they're doing. And there we go, round 2 is complete. We're now to round 3, which spices things up a bit. We're now fighting a war on 2 fronts against the phantoms of the end. I'll actually remember to assign generals this time. The AI uses generals, so if we don't use generals, we're just weakening ourselves. Of course, when fighting on 2 fronts like this, usually the best strategy is to win on one front and then move to dealing with the other front. In this case, it'll probably be best to attack the north here and maybe make an encirclement or 2, and then we can move divisions down to take the flare. I'm also going to move my divisions away, which is kind of dangerous, but it's generally an okay idea when them taking these cities would be bad and just overextend their own line. So we almost want them to move divisions into these tiles, yeah. As long as they don't take Ravreed, we won't capitulate. But here, we should encircle some divisions now that they've overextended themselves. It's a very common tactic in Hoi4 is to let the AI do this, and then they just lose. We'll also encircle another division here too, maybe. I guess they have a port here, so this doesn't really count as an encirclement. Okay, now that's been amended. Once these divisions are cleared up, this should all be pretty straightforward, and we have preserved all of our bonuses. We haven't used any so far, which we get them back after 3 rounds, so I guess if we wasted them all on round 1, we would be getting them back next round, but it doesn't matter. So we've done it, we've defeated them in the north. I guess they have this stuff, but there's no reason to take every tile here. They don't have any ports, and we took their main victory point there. We should just now have to push to Castle Molleraine down here, and then we will move on to round 4. Every battle has some sort of certain theme that makes them interesting, but a lot of these earlier ones aren't really too hard, and then the last one is just a regular all-out conflict. It's like normal Hearts of Iron 4 in whatever this is. But yeah, here we just have to push for Scarlet City and take it as soon as possible, or else they will get very powerful if we waste a lot of time and don't take it very fast. The problem is they have this big mountain range that covers Scarlet City, so we have to break through the mountains. If we can take Mount Spire, then that'll ruin their supply situation. So yeah, that's good. We should now be able to win. Fortunately, they're garrisoning Scarlet City, so we might have to stop our relentless assault. I'm actually going to use one of the abilities this time to get guns. So now we went from under -1,000 to over 3,000 guns. We shouldn't have to waste any of the other buffs though. I think that one will be enough, because all we need to do is take Scarlet City, which they're doing a really good job of defending, honestly. Problem is the longer we take to do it, they just keep spawning in new divisions every like 30 days. So this is going to become very bad, and we notably do not spawn in new divisions every 30 days. Also, don't worry about supply too. We both have national spirits that make supply not matter. Okay, and there we go. That's good. That's the only real time sensitive one. I think with the rest of them, it's pretty not time sensitive, which is interesting in Hearts of Iron 4 because it's pretty time sensitive, at least in terms of if you wait forever, the game is going to lag so much that you have to quit playing. Anyways, now we're in the opposite situation. We get a ton of free divisions as long as we can hold our capital, and they start off with a much stronger army. So now we just kind of have to sit in these mountains here, build up entrenchment, and do our best best not to die. So yeah, this should become easier. The longer we hold, we slowly just get more divisions. I probably need to nerf this though. We actually get divisions way too fast. I will take advantage of how easy this is though before I fix it. So now we get to an interesting scenario. The majority of our forces are over here. Our main victory point is over here. So we will need to get over there. Like I said, supply isn't a very big deal, but I think we will capitulate if we lose Severiopol. So we should probably get over there. I'll fall back though just to defend the city. The main issue right now though is they just recover organization very slowly, but we should be able to break through and get to our capital with our army eventually. As long as we don't get surrounded in like one tile, because then they'll get a massive encirclement bonus. Just break into this tile and then we are free. We are connected to our capital. We are also encircled some divisions along the way. Okay, so this one is a bit different. Now we have to build a navy. We get 20 dockyards, we get 500 navy experience. We just have to design some ships. The AI also can build ships, but I'm just gonna build some submarines and then go with these. This will be fine. I could have just used an even more cheap submarine, honestly, but we'll just go with this. We'll also need convoys. And now we do have military factories for the first time, so we'll manage those. And we'll prepare for some naval invasions. And here's a pretty vital moment. I don't need the manpower one, but I am going to pop the other two buffs, so our army will become very powerful temporarily, and we can finish off these divisions down here. And then we'll also have enough guns to properly deal with them. But yeah, with encircling these 3 divisions, that should help us quite a bit. I think it was definitely worth using the buff there. Maybe we can encircle this light tank too by going up through here. That would also be good, as long as we don't lose that part. Yeah, this buff is very good, but we can only use it once every 3 rounds, so it's not like we can depend on that too much. And there we go. We got to all their victory points. We'll take everything and end the naval invasion one, though I think there's naval invasions involved in another one, though it's not like this where you have to naval invade. So here we are. We're now in Dragoniopolis, being attacked on 3 fronts. This one isn't too difficult. It's not the worst, but it can be pretty bad if we mess up with how we try to defend certain things. There are a lot of urban tiles though, and urban tiles are pretty good for defense. Oh, I actually kind of forgot that the gimmick of this is that all of our factories are here in Spire's Watch. We have 10 military factories in Spire's Watch and none in Dragoniopolis. So there's really no reason to defend Dragoniopolis. We just really need to defend Spire's Watch. If we lose Spire's Watch, this is going to be terrible. We practically just have to start over. I guess there's a port here, so we'll just put 1 division on Dragon's Gate. The rest will be in charge of defending Spire's Watch, which at least, again, they're all urban tiles, so they're very easy to defend. We'll use some of our convoys to send another division over to Spire's Port so that we can just defend Spire's Watch at all costs and keep our military factories, because they greatly outnumber us right now, but eventually we should be able to make divisions and outnumber them. Okay, we have enough divisions now that they're too scared to really attack us near Spire's Watch, so we should be able to encircle them as they're kind of frozen in place right now. They are trying to bring divisions around to stop us, but I think it's going to be too late. Okay, so here's where the true battle begins, an actual test of our tactics and skills. We control this tiny bit of land. We just have to work around to their capital here. This might not be too hard, but they have tanks, we don't have tanks, so I feel like that inherently puts us in a pretty bad situation. We still don't have all of our bonuses back, so we can't really rely on that just yet. Yeah, this already is looking kind of bad. We're already getting pushed back by the 1 light tank. The good thing is I don't think they have military factories. No, they have military factories. We at least encircled one of their divisions, but more just by luck and not by our strategy. The AI was just pretty stupid. I'll move my divisions back in case they want to move more divisions into that tile. I also made a light tank of my own because we did start with some light tank equipment despite not having any tanks to start with. So maybe with these extra divisions we can start pushing light tanks, which it looks like we're doing. And here we go. Both their light tanks are now encircled. We should be able to win this pretty easily now. There we go. Another one done. We control the world, yet their power is great and we must hold the line. They have a much larger army, but we have much more territory. I guess their army isn't that much larger. They just have, again, tanks, and we do not have tanks. We just need to hold. We have military factories. We don't have steel, but we'll at least still be making some guns. mountains. And all we need to do is break into this one tile and then they'll capitulate. Their forces are just too concentrated, so we honestly kind of want them to take some more land. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move my divisions around and let them move into this forest here. And then hopefully I'll be able to break into their capital and we won't have to sit here forever building stuff with our military factories. Like, I don't even care about these divisions getting really encircled because we should be able to break into their capital now. Anyways, now we have to break through mountains. Lots of mountains. We can just last stand though, and we should hold on there. If we lose Port Crane, then this is going to turn into a no one's ever going to win this war situation. Once I'm in a good position, I'm actually going to use the will one too now. I think we need everything we can get to make sure this war doesn't go on forever. They have more military factories than us, so if we just wait, they're going to win. Okay, we got pushed out of Port Crane, which was kind of embarrassing because of slip up with how the army was managed and I was just battle planning and bad things happened. But we encircled enough divisions that we should now actually be able to battle plan and it won't be a problem as long as I make sure the army doesn't do something stupid. And that took forever, but we finally pushed through those mountains. This is the final battle. We have military factories, they have military factories, we have two big armies, technically two fronts because of this state, these two states here. The main issue here is this supply hub. It's a mountain tile. It's very easy for them to defend, and we can't really push further until we take it. Supply isn't too much of an issue, like I said, but it still is somewhat of an issue, especially for organization regaining. I guess we can maybe try, though, to do an alternative route through the definitely not Game of Thrones reference city. It looks like the AI has let us do that, so okay, maybe this won't be too bad. And it is over. The Phantoms of the End have been defeated for the 12th time. I think that's about all that they have in them. Anyways, that is the end of their World's End. There's a lot of content though in this version 1.0, our World's End. So if you want to play it yourself, the mod is out. I may make one or two more videos on it, but in the meantime, I plan on returning to some more normal content for this channel, most likely. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.